Hey guys, it's Megan. So the loud buzzing sound you're hearing is my window AC unit. It's been getting really hot here, even though the outside seems chilly outside the door and, you know, on the street, and the air out there and everything seems chilly, but inside it's been getting really warm and I don't have the heater on. I don't know why. You can look over at the unit for the AC unit, which is outside, and it's still spinning and still going, but for some reason it's just not keeping it as cool as we would like. So I apologize. I have fans and that going, and it's a bit loud. It might sound like a wind tunnel, and I'm hoping that it's not a lot of static, but I apologize. And I know I've done a couple videos where I've sat here and talked to you guys, and you're probably all wondering what that sound is. And that's what it is. I've just got some fans going and some stuff so that I can keep cool. I was watching my friend. She has a YouTube channel called Dolphin Splash. Excuse me. And she's doing some videos with her I don't know what you want to call it. I don't want to say rescue dog, because that's not what it is. It's one of those companion dogs for medical reasons. And then she was doing a video about sewing squares together to make a quilt. And she sort of kind of intrigued me, bent my ear a little bit. And I think I might want to learn how to use a sewing machine. Never used one before. I don't know where. I mean, obviously there's a lot of places I can get one, but I'd really love to learn how to do something with it, because I'm not very. I have bad, what do you want to call it? Small motor skills, I guess you'd say. I have problems sometimes with my hands. They get really tight and get shaky sometimes after I'm doing stuff for a while, like sewing or doing a lot of chopping or slicing and stuff like that. Sometimes they swell up and it's just it's annoying. So if I'm sewing by hand, sometimes things take me longer than it used to, and you know, it might be a good idea to learn how to use a sewing machine, but I thought it might be interesting if I myself could learn how to make something. I don't know that I can make a quilt or anything. My great-grandmother, from what I understood, before she passed, she used to make quilts, and I've seen some of her work, and I think she did it all by hand. I don't think she used a sewing machine for it. And I think my parents still have one at their house that she did, and they're really pretty, and it looks like it's a lot of work, because you have to put, you know, your squares together, then you have to figure out how to sew them all together, then you have to put your padding in and your underside in, and I don't know how to do any of that. I'm not crafty. But I was watching my friend's video, and it got me thinking that I have some old clothes that I was going to get rid of, and I've tried several different ways to get rid of things, and I don't want to throw them away. And sometimes if you take things to Goodwill, they don't necessarily sell the stuff, you know. I mean, they have to go through it, and if you have clothes with stains on them, they may not sell them, they may just throw them away. And I'm thinking some of my stuff that might, you know, I might have had a little stain like up here, or I spilled something on it, or, you know, it got something on the bottom of it or something. Those would be the type of things that I could cut squares out of and I could implement in something. And then I got thinking, I wonder if I had any friends that would be interested, and possibly friends or family members that might want to help with some squares, and we could make one, but then who would get to keep it? I mean, I'd love to have a nice big quilt, like, you know, king size quilt to put on my bed, on Jamie's, you know, our bed. I think it'd be nice, and I think it would be a nice project if we both incorporated something, you know, whether it be, I was told you could cut squares of just about anything, clothes, you could cut squares of fabric, material, whatever you want, and you can cut different shapes, you know, different size squares, different, you know, whatever you want to do, and you can make something cool out of it. And I don't know if it's something that I'll do, but it's something that I'm interested in looking into. If it requires a lot of sewing by hand, I'm not going to be able to do it. It's just not something that I'm very good at. If I can use a sewing machine, that would be great. I don't know how to thread the needle, bobbin, whatever. I'm sure somebody could teach me how to do it. Never had anybody teach me how to do it, so it'd be cool to learn. Yeah. I was inspired after I watched her video, and I don't know. Somebody I used to go to school with, and we haven't seen each other in probably 16, 18 years, probably 18 years. So it's interesting because now, when I was in school, we had MySpace. That was sort of making its peak towards the end when I was in school. We didn't have Facebook, and we didn't have any of that stuff. And it's amazing how we can find people that we used to know years and years ago on the computer, on the internet. I mean, it's astounding that technology has come the way that it has. And we've reconnected. We've talked on the phone a few times, and she and I are pretty decent friends. And I mean, we don't always believe in the same stuff. We have different ways we live our lives, but you know what? It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter, you know, what matters is what your heart is and how you are with each other. And you know, real friends and friendship, that's something that happens over time. And you know, she's one of my dearest friends, and I'm glad that she's still a part of my life. So yeah, you guys should definitely check out her channel, Dolphin Splash, and look for her videos. It's a girl with her hair's about, I want to say about down to here, and it's dark colored, and I think she's wearing glasses in her picture. I can't remember. I think she is. So look for her videos and subscribe to her. She subscribed to me, so I'm giving her a shout out. So thanks, Alicia.